we're our own gatekeepers and prison wardens. You called me a gatekeeper
Whoa.
earlier. You mentioned that, and I tried to correct you, saying
Mm-hmm.
that I was no, I'm the gate buster. But no, you're
Gatebusters.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I am the gatekeeper
Mm-hmm.
for myself.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I am,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned that last year, really, because I learned that I just had to get out of my own way for all
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah.
I had to get out of my own way, and it was nobody
Yeah.
else. It was me. And we all are. We are our own prison wardens, and we
Mm-hmm.
are our own gatekeepers. And I think that we get tricked into believing that we have no capacity to um, to change the trajectory or our own narrative or our own
Yeah.
experience in this world. And I will say that society is designed to reinforce that. Like, yeah, as a
Yes.
kid, it's very difficult. Like, if you get woke at like 16, it's hard to extricate yourself from your parents. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to live an autonomous life, and you need capital. You need to work to live in this world. You got to use fake money, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like this whole thing. But I also think that there is a very important element about living in what I call the matrix, or like this
Mm-hmm.
kind of forced understanding of the world, this pre-designed path. I think you kind
Mm-hmm.
of got to do it for a good chunk of your life. I think there's a reason that a lot of people are
Yeah.
getting coming online in like their 30s or so,
Mm-hmm.
because you kind of have to do the thing. You kind of have to live the
Yeah.
life. You have to do it. You have to do the things that your parents told you. You know, you do this. Society says do this, you'll
Mm-hmm.
be happy. Your parents say do this, you'll be happy. Do this, you'll be successful. Be successful and you'll be happy. And then at a certain point, you do a lot of these things, and you
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of these milestones, and you're like, wait a second, I'm miserable.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not happy at all. This isn't the
Yep.
life that I want to be living.
Yep.
I feel like I go into business meetings all day and have meetings about meetings, and I'm looking around at people and I'm like, are we doing this right now? It's like,
I don't care
wow,
about any of this shit.
very strange. Same thing in college. I was like, didn't we learn all this all
Right.
didn't we go to school for 12 years to learn this, and I have to do this for 2 years before I can do
Mm-hmm.
my college stuff? Like,
Yeah.
what? And then I
That's
get out of
what.
college and I realize I didn't learn
A goddamn
anything in
thing.
there.
A goddamn thing.
Goddamn thing.
No.
I mean, I like that 2020 took all of our systems down. Our financial,
Mm-hmm.
like, made us question our live work
Yep.
situations, our workplace system, our financial systems, our healthcare systems. We kind of
Yep.
realized our healthcare is not really meant to, our educational systems got taken down. People really started questioning the value of college, especially
Yep.
when it was like distance learning.
Yep.
Imagine having to be on the hook for paying your full tuition to Harvard,
Right.
and you had to learn from your parents' basement
I'll be so
in
pissed. That's
I would have
wild.
been
That's
so mad.
wild.
I would have been like, and like someone's in a basement in Ohio going
Huh?
like, I could have been at Harvard and I'm paying,
No,
$100,000. Oh
I'll be a little
boy.
pissed about that.
I'd be
Mm.
quite
But I feel
upset.
bad for them though because
Yeah, I
they
feel for
can't
them.
experience the college life.
They are literally experiencing the worst part of this simulation. They got the worst part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I say simulation, I'm not talking about like being in the matrix with zeros and ones making up our walls. And if you just like
Yeah.
squint your eyes hard enough, you can see that
You can see the
the
particles.
walls are green and all that stuff. No, that's not what I really mean. We're in a real place. We're in a real
Mhm.
realm. But what I say is simulation is basically everything that we're told is important and real
Mhm.
and matters is not. Just think about Santa. As a
Mhm.
kid, we're told Santa is important,
Right.
real,
Right.
and matters, and
Right.
is watching us all the time.
That's creepy as
But
fuck now
he's
that you
none of
say it
those
out loud.
things. He's simply none of those things.
Doesn't
And I think
exist.
that, yeah, it doesn't exist, doesn't matter. Isn't real, whatever. When what a creep,
Mhm.
always coming down, like breaking into the house,
Right. While
down
you're
the
asleep
chimney,
and no
while
one
you're
questions it.
asleep, watching you like a perv all the time,
Right.
stealing your food from oh
The
God.
fuck? What kind of
Yeah,
premise is that?
eating your cookies. Santa's such a creep. I want to start. I want to cancel Santa
Let,
immediately.
let's start
Because
a cancel Santa movement.
let's do it. No, seriously. I'm a big proponent of canceling Santa because I think he's one of the original deceptions. It's kind of, we're teaching our kids that lying and deception is fun, and it's a thing that we do as a
Ooh.
society and as a family unit, that we just lie to each other and we call it a good time and we
Hmm.
call it a celebration.
That's
Yeah.
wild. So you got the Tooth Fairy, you got Santa.
Also another creep sneaking into your room,
Yo,
taking your
so
bottle, your life essence,
why is everybody
giving you worthless fiat currency. Mm.
why is everybody just breaking into the houses? Why is that? Why is- What? This whole thing was everybody just breaking
Ooh, ooh,
into your house.
ooh, ooh. Are you a Kendrick Lamar fan?